All right, let's talk about something that so many parents know all too well. That feeling you get on a Sunday evening. You know, it's not exactly relaxing, is it? It's kind of like the calm before the storm, just filled with this low-grade dread about what Monday morning is going to bring. If that sounds even a little bit familiar, then you are in the right place.
Does that hit close to home? When you hear that, do you just nod along? If you do, I really want you to hear this. You are so not alone. This exact scene, it plays out in houses everywhere, every single week, and it can leave you feeling just completely drained and overwhelmed. So what is really going on here? Let's get into it. First up, we're going to break down the signs of this whole Monday morning battle. We're going to look at what's happening just beneath the surface, and, way more importantly, what you can actually do to change things. You know, it's so easy to look at all this resistance and think it's a discipline problem, right? That your kid is just being defiant. But what if it's not? What if all this behavior is actually their only way of showing you that they're in some kind of deep distress? Just shifting your perspective like that, it can change everything. And this, right here, is the absolute key. It builds right on that idea. A lot of the time, the Monday morning struggle isn't really about school at all. It's about a child who is carrying this heavy weight of anxiety, and it's a feeling so big, they just don't have the vocabulary for it yet. To really wrap our heads around this, let's use a metaphor. It's a really powerful one. I want you to think of all those Monday morning tears and the "I don't want to go." Think of that as just the tip of a giant iceberg. It's the only part you can see, but the real heavy problem, that's all hidden way down below the surface. Now, there is actually an official term for this. It's called chronic school refusal. But honestly, that name, it only describes the part you see, that tip of the iceberg. It doesn't tell you anything about what's really going on underneath. And that's where the real issue is. And what's so wild is how predictable this whole pattern can be. Just look at this timeline for a second. Does any of this ring a bell? The mood starts to shift on Sunday afternoon. Then all of a sudden there's a stomach ache, a really restless night. Just seeing that pattern is a huge first step because it proves this isn't random. It's a cycle. And this is so important to understand. For kids especially, anxiety speaks through their bodies long before they can put it into words. That stomach ache, that headache, it is not made up. It is a very real physical symptom of what they're feeling inside. Okay, so you're seeing the signs, you're recognizing the pattern. Now what? What can you do, like right now, in the moment, to start helping? Let's walk through 5 really gentle but really powerful first steps that you can take.
The whole point of these steps is to move away from a fight and toward connection. So instead of a power struggle about getting out the door, you just start by gently saying what you see. You validate how they're feeling physically, saying, "I know your tummy hurts." That immediately builds trust. And you talk about getting more info as just a check-in, not some scary diagnosis. It just lowers the stakes for everyone.
Taking those first few gentle steps is huge. It really is. But to truly break this cycle before it becomes an even bigger thing, the next move is often about getting some accessible, professional support. And here are 2 amazing tools to help you do just that. First, there's a free, scientifically validated self-screener that can give you real clarity in like 2 minutes. And second, there's the option for direct access to same-day teletherapy. Both are designed to get you insight and support right when you need it most.
So let's take a closer look at that second option just as an example of what real support can look like. For families in Georgia, there's a program called MentalSpace School, and it's built specifically to give this kind of fast, accessible mental health support to students from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. And what they offer is pretty comprehensive. We're talking same-day therapy sessions with licensed therapists available in every single one of Georgia's 159 counties. And the help isn't just for the student, it also includes family counseling and crisis intervention, all done securely and privately. So, the big question is, does it work? Well, the data is pretty incredible. Check this out. An 89% improvement in student attendance. That tells you that when you treat the real problem, the anxiety, the school refusal just melts away. And this number? This one gets right to the heart of it all. A 92% reduction in student anxiety. See, this isn't just about forcing kids back into school. It's about helping them feel better so they can go to school and actually learn and grow when they're there.
You know, this whole situation is stressful for the entire family, not just the child. That's why a number like 85% family satisfaction is so important. It means the parents feel supported, they feel heard, and that is such a critical piece of the puzzle.
Of course, one of the biggest hurdles to getting help is always cost, so it's really important to know how accessible this can be. For example, for any families on Medicaid, the copay is $0, nothing. And the program also takes all the major commercial insurance plans, which just helps take that financial worry right off the table.
I want to end with this, because if you take away only one thing, let it be this. If you've been worried, if you've had that gut feeling that something's not right, trust that feeling. You are not overreacting. You are listening to your child, and right now that is the most powerful thing you could possibly be doing.
So if you're ready to turn that Monday morning battlefield into a path toward feeling better, here's how you can take that next step. You can find out more or reach out directly with the info right here. Just remember, you really, truly do not have to do this alone.